Have you ever noticed that some people get listened to the moment they speak, while you constantly have to repeat yourself just to be heard? What's the difference between you and them? Is it their job title? The clothes they wear? Or is there something deeper? Something in their psychology that you're missing? You think you're being polite. You think you're being helpful. But what if I told you that in the world of high-level social dynamics, you are actually broadcasting low-status signals? Signals that tell everyone around you that your time and your opinion don't matter. It's a harsh truth, but understanding it is the first step to changing your reality. These aren't just bad habits. They are subtle cues that place you at the bottom of the social ladder before you even get a chance to prove your worth. Today, we are exposing the 5 subtle approval-seeking behaviors that are killing your social authority. These are the unconscious things you do every day that make people see you as a follower, not a leader. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to identify these behaviors in yourself, how to stop being a background character, and how to start commanding the respect you absolutely deserve. So, let's get into it. First, let's talk about the approval trap. This is where most nice guys get stuck, and it all starts with behavior number 1, the over-apology. How many times have you said, "Sorry," for something that was completely out of your control? "Sorry the meeting is starting late," or "Sorry the elevator is so slow." When you apologize for things that aren't your fault, you're subconsciously telling others that you feel responsible for their comfort and convenience. It's a classic submissive trait. You're taking blame where none is due, which positions you as someone who is easy to blame and easy to overlook. A powerful person understands where their responsibility begins and ends. They don't apologize for the rain. They don't apologize for traffic. They reserve apologies for when they've actually made a mistake. Think about it. Does a leader apologize for the company's stock dipping due to market trends they can't control? No. They address it. They state a plan, but they don't apologize for it. Start saving your sorries for when they actually count. Next up, behavior number 2, rapid speech. Do you find yourself rushing through your sentences, trying to get all your words out before someone cuts you off? Talking too fast is a dead giveaway that you're afraid the other person will get bored or interrupt you. It suggests that deep down, you don't believe your own words are valuable enough to hold their attention. High-status individuals do the opposite. They speak with a slow, deliberate cadence. They use pauses. Their speech has weight because they give their words the time and space to land. This calm pace signals confidence and control. It tells the listener, "What I'm about to say is important, and I expect you to listen." It's not about being slow. It's about being measured. Try it right now. Take a deep breath and consciously slow down your next sentence. You'll immediately feel more authoritative, and others will perceive you that way too. Which brings us to behavior number 3, the polite question mark. This one is subtle, but incredibly damaging. It's when you end a clear statement with a rising inflection, making it sound like a question. For example, instead of saying, "The deadline is Friday," you say, "The deadline is Friday?" This seemingly harmless habit is a neurological trick. It tells the listener's brain that you aren't even sure of your own facts. You're seeking their validation or permission to believe what you're saying. You're effectively saying, "Is it okay if this is true?" A leader states facts. A follower asks for confirmation. Pay attention to your vocal patterns. Is your voice going up at the end of your sentences? If so, you're undermining your own authority. Make your statements declarative. End them with a downward inflection. The deadline is Friday. Period. Hear the difference? One sounds like a suggestion. The other sounds like a fact. Now let's hack the social hierarchy with the next 2 behaviors. Behavior number 4 is excessive nodding. We've all seen it, and maybe we've all done it. While someone else is speaking, you're nodding along constantly, like a bobblehead on a car dashboard. You think you're showing you're engaged and agreeable. But what you're really communicating is a desperate need for their validation. It screams, "Please like me." Do you see how much I agree with you? A person with high social authority doesn't do this. They listen with a still head, maybe giving one or two slow, deliberate nods to show they are processing the information. Their stillness communicates that they are listening to understand, not listening to appease. They're an equal in the conversation, not a subordinate begging for a connection. Your head should be still. Your focus should be intense. Show you're listening with your eyes, not by bobbing your head up and down. And finally, behavior number 5, breaking eye contact first. In the nonverbal world of power dynamics, eye contact is currency. As we've discussed on this channel before, the person who consistently looks away first in a one-on-one interaction is often perceived as the subordinate. It's a primal instinct. Holding someone's gaze communicates confidence and equality. Breaking it first signals submission or discomfort. Now, this doesn't mean you should get into a creepy staring contest. The key is to hold eye contact comfortably while you're speaking and for a brief moment after you finish your point. When the other person is speaking, maintain eye contact to show you're listening intently. If you need to look away, do it slowly and deliberately, perhaps to gather your thoughts, not as a nervous reflex. Mastering this takes practice, but it is one of the most powerful and immediate ways to shift how people perceive you. So why does all of this matter? Here's the raw truth. Society wants you to be agreeable. Society wants you to be nice. Why? Because agreeable people are easy to manage. They don't make waves. They follow the rules. But agreeable people rarely lead. They rarely innovate. They rarely command a room. Here at QuadNoon, we analyze the friction between what you're told to do and what actually works in the real world of influence and power. We break down the psychology that separates the leaders from the followers. If you're ready to stop seeking permission from the world and start taking your rightful place at the table, if you're ready to learn the unwritten rules of social authority, then hit that subscribe button and join us. We're building a community of men who aren't afraid to challenge the status quo. Let's wrap this up with the most important lesson of all. Respect isn't something people give you because you're nice. Kindness is important, but respect is earned through a different currency. Respect is something people give you because you're formidable, because you have boundaries, because you value your own time and your own opinion. They respect you because you respect yourself, and these 5 behaviors are the clearest ways you demonstrate that self-respect. Being formidable doesn't mean being a jerk. It means being someone whose presence is felt, whose words have weight, and whose no is just as powerful as their yes. So here's your mission. Tomorrow, try just one thing. When a situation arises where you'd normally apologize for something that isn't your fault, stop. Don't say sorry. Just state the fact. If the coffee machine is broken, just say, "The coffee machine is out of order," and then watch. Watch how the room reacts. Watch how you feel. It's a small change that can trigger a massive shift in your self-perception. I'll see you in the next deep dive.